Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. I'm Katie Stazak. The big day is finally here. It is Florida Derby Day. The Grade 1 $1 million Best of Blue Stables Florida Derby is the 14th race on today's card. That includes 8 stakes races, 7 of them graded. We have a lot of action to get to today, so much ground to cover. So let's get right to those track and weather conditions. The main track is fast and the turf course is firm this Florida Derby Saturday. The first race is an allowance with an optional claiming tag of $25,000. 4-year-olds and upward will be going a mile on the turf course. No scratches or jockey changes to report.
Reward 3 wide. Extreme Outside, Hard Enough is putting in a middle run, and Hard Enough is going wide but charging toward the leaders. Then Defining Product, Neoclassic bottled up in traffic, no place to go. At the top of the stretch, Interpol grabs the lead. It's Interpol in front. Hard Enough on the outside. Lord Trondor tries to battle on. Neoclassic's got room now and is moving in the center of the course, trying to come and get Interpol. Interpol, Neoclassic on the outside. It's going to be Interpol and Paco Lopez over Neoclassic. Then Hard Enough and Lord Trondor.
Interpol takes the Saturday opener with Paco Lopez in the irons. Siditard was the winning trainer for owners JMJ Racing Stables, LLC. The second race is a maiden special weight for 3-year-olds. They'll be sprinting 6.5 furlongs on the main track.
4 wide in El Guaire River, a 46 3/2 mile, and they're into the stretch, and it's Starbound, turning for home in front. Our Cat Daddy to the outside second. Right behind them is Kabang. Kabang gonna try to split those two, couldn't do that, swings to the outside. Final furlong, our Cat Daddy in front. Kabang, and on the far outside, Topara coming charging late, and here comes Topara in the center of the track along with Kabang. These two, Topara over Kabang, then our Cat Daddy and Tinto Mesa.
Topara closes from last to get up and take the second race, breaking his maiden in his 3rd career start. Topara was ridden to victory by Corey Lannery for trainer Dale Romans and owners Forum Racing, the 4th. On to the 3rd race now. This is another maiden special weight. This time, fillies and mares 3-year-olds and upward will be going 7 furlongs on the main track. Scratch the 1 and the 8.
Flowing in Princess Moon around the far turn, and it is Bird Sense on the inside. Eastern Rose and Carolina coming up to them 3 wide. Sally Ride is 4th, right in behind the leaders. Lots of Chocolate is given way, and then it's Wonder Brew, followed by Alpine Sky and Flowing. The half was in 47 3, and they're coming to the top of the stretch, and it is Eastern Rose turning for home in front. Carolina on the outside. These two 1-2 now, Carolina and Eastern Rose. Bird Sense back to 3rd on the inside. It's Eastern Rose and Carolina to the 16th pole together. Carolina outside, Eastern Rose inside, neither giving way, but Carolina's going to do it in the end. Eastern Rose was 2nd, and then came Bird Sense and Sally Ride.
Carolina outfinishes Eastern Rose to take the 3rd race, breaking her maiden in her 2nd career start. John Velasquez was in the irons for trainer Todd Fletcher and owners Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners. Carolina paid $3.80 to win.
Gulfstream Park is one of Florida's top entertainment destinations, mixing restaurants, clubs, a casino, and international boutique shops with world-class racing. In a lavish, sun-drenched setting with the feel of a Mediterranean village, Gulfstream is a leading year-round entertainment and tourist destination and the home of luxury residences in 2014. The Stronach family, owners of Gulfstream Park, is committed to the sport of thoroughbred racing and the grace, spirit, and generosity of the horse.
Glad to have you back with us. Here's the 4th race. This is another maiden special weight. 3-year-old fillies will be going 7.5 furlongs on the turf course. We'll pick this race up on the far turn.
Clara Kelly on the outside. Come on, Daria down at the rail. Killer Partner outside of them. These 3 across the track. Bride to Be is right there too. Neville is circling up on the far outside, and then Southern Gem and 100-Year Storm, and they're at the top of the stretch. Clara Kelly, Killer Partner. These 2 right together on the lead. Killer Partner on the outside and Clara Kelly, and Bride to Be comes up to them on the far outside. Bride to Be steadily getting to the front runners. Killer Partner left behind Bride to Be, who pulls away to win. Killer Partner was 2nd. Southern Gem got 3rd. Then a photo between Neville and Clara Kelly.
Bride to Be produces a strong rally to get up in the fourth race. Arad Ortiz Jr. was the winning jockey for trainer Alan Goldberg and owner Richard Santulli. Bride to Be returned $6.20 for her victory. The fifth race will open our stakes action this Saturday. This is the $150,000 Skip-Away Stakes, a Grade 3 event. 4-year-olds and upward will be going 1 mile and 3/16 on the main track. And we'll join this race in progress.
Continues to lead a length and a half. Commissioner continues to prompt the pace from second. A little bit closer now is Encryption with a half mile to go. He's got 2 lengths to make up as they move into the turn. And now Paco Lopez asking more from him. East Hall's got 5 lengths to make up, and then comes Ulaanbaatar and Trier. And Commissioner moves up alongside of Senor Quisqueano. Around the far turn, they are stride for stride on the lead. Edgar Zayas pumping on Senor Quisqueano to hold off Commissioner. They're 4 in front of Encryption as they come to the top of the stretch. They ran 3/4 in 1:13 and 4, and they're into the stretch. And it's Commissioner on the outside and Senor Quisqueano at the rail. These two 6 lengths ahead of the rest. Commissioner ahead in front. Senor Quisqueano's gonna fight him all the way. It's Commissioner and Senor Quisqueano. The two of them come into the final 70 yards. Commissioner, Senor Quisqueano won't go away. They'll bob heads to the wire, and Commissioner won it in a thrilling skip away over Senor Quisqueano. Encryption was third.
Commissioner outduels an incredibly game Senor Quisqueano to take the skip away. Javier Castellano was the winning jockey for trainer Todd Pletcher and owners Windstar Farm LLC. Commissioner paid $4.80 to win. The sixth race is the $150,000 Appleton. This is another Grade 3 event for 4-year-olds and upward. They'll be going 1 mile on the turf course.
They're racing in the Appleton. Mr. Online is going to the front. Escaper on the far outside, also showing some early speed. Arapica goes up between horses. Then War Correspondent, followed on the outside by Breitling Flyer. Grand Tito is next, and then comes Lochte, and the trailer is Dramedy as the field races into that first turn. Arapica on the inside, Escaper on the outside. These two are going to set the pace as they head onto the backstretch. Breitling Flyer is next. War Correspondent fourth in between horses, 2 lengths off the lead after a 23 and 4 first quarter. Then Mr. Online inside of Lochte, Grand Tito behind them. Dramedy last of them all, 7 lengths off the lead. Arapica by a neck up the backstretch. Escaper second on the outside. Breitling Flyer just to the outside of them. War Correspondent, Mr. Online, Grand Tito, and Lochte, and they're all closely packed. And so too Dramedy not far behind after a 47 and 4 half mile. Into the turn they go. Arapica continues to lead Escaper. Breitling Flyer just off of them. A rail run for the favorite War Correspondent. Lochte is 3 wide. A 4 wide run for Grand Tito on the far turn. Then Mr. Online and Dramedy, and they're coming to the top of the stretch. 3/4 in 1:11 and 3. And it is Arapica who turns it on at the top of the lane, opening up to Grand Tito. Runs up on the outside of War Correspondent. Arapica to catch. War Correspondent and Grand Tito coming. Arapica, War Correspondent, Grand Tito. Here's War Correspondent to win over Arapica, Grand Tito, and Dramedy.
War Correspondent gets up in the final strides to take the Appleton. John Velasquez was the winning jockey for trainer Christophe Clement and owners Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners. War Correspondent paid $4.40 to win. The seventh race is a maiden special weight. 3-year-olds will be going 1 mile and 1/8 on the turf course. Scratch the 9 and the 13. And we'll join this race in progress.
And Proper's got 8 lengths to make up. All Day Sucker gets going in Pookie Delicious. Around the far turn, Silver Dagger. Caprock Kid now moves up on the outside. Weekend Express, 502 drops back. Number 1 is after that. And they're coming to the top of the stretch. And Caprock Kid comes after Silver Dagger as they turn for home. Weekend Express on the outside moves up after them. Silver Dagger on the inside. Weekend Express far outside and Caprock Kid between them. And here's Weekend Express sweeping to the front under under Corey Lannery. And Weekend Express pulls away to beat Caprock Kid, Silver Dagger, and Number One.
Weekend Express impressively closes on the far outside to get up in the 7th race. Corey Lannery was in the irons for trainer Timothy Hills and owners Siegel Associates. Weekend Express returned $6.40 to win.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
Welcome back. Here is the $100,000 Sir Shackleton Stakes. 4-year-olds and upward will be going 7 furlongs on the main track. And we'll join this race in progress.
Valid and Pants on Fire went 46 flat for a half mile, and they are nose to nose coming to the quarter pole. Almost Famous is 2 lengths off of them. Confrontation a wide fourth, then Tarpey's Goal and Brothers of the Time, and they're into the stretch. Pants on Fire and Valid, and Confrontation's coming up after them. Brothers of the Time's in the center of the track. Pants on Fire! Pants on Fire in front to 16th to go. Confrontation of the outside, then Brothers of the Time. They're coming to the line, and it's Pants on Fire in the Sir Shackleton, holding off Confrontation, then Brothers of the Time, and Almost Famous.
Pants on Fire gets the win in the Sir Shackleton, holding off a fast-closing Confrontation. Paco Lopez gets his 2nd win of the day. This one is for trainer Kelly Breen and owners Lori and George Hall. Pants on Fire paid $8.40 to win. Let's get to the 9th race now. This is a maiden special weight for 3-year-olds. They'll be going a mile on the main track. Scratch the 6, Summer Dancer. Let's go straight to the stretch run.
And these two will turn for home together, but here comes a Bounding Legacy on the far outside, going strongly under Corey Lannery under a hand ride here. And a Bounding Legacy bounds to the front with 1 furlong to run and pulls away impressively here. 4 or 5 lengths out in front, and a Bounding Legacy just romps away to beat Scorch. Then came Stevie's Wonder and Dr. Tool.
A Bounding Legacy draws off impressively to break his maiden in his 4th career start. Corey Lannery was the winning jockey. He gets his 3rd win of the day for trainer Ralph Nix and owners PHS Racing LLC and Run Hard Stables. The 10th race is the $300,000 Grade 2 Honey Fox, the first of 2 Grade 2 stakes today. Fillies and Mares 4-year-olds and upward will be going a mile on the turf course.
Bit of an awkward start for Baffle Me. It's Coffee Click out well. Party now, and there goes Stanford. And as Stanford's going to go up and grab the lead, and Party now will be taken in hand to sit back off the pace and be 2nd early. Coffee Click follows in 3rd in the race to the first turn. And then it's Katie Wine in 4th, Sandiva 5th to the outside by another 2. After that comes Lady Lara just to the inside of Marlboro's. And then it's Baffle Me and Lori Store is last. And 12 lengths off the lead, 23 and 2 the opening quarter mile is Stanford. Onto the backstretch, 2.5 lengths in front. Party now 2nd by another 2, and then it's Coffee Click in 3rd. They're followed by Kitty Wine on the inside. Sandiva's got 5 lengths to make up early on. Then Lady Lara, Marlboro's on the outside, Baffle Me, and Lori Store still at the back of the field, and still about 9 or 10 from front running as Stanford, whose lead is down to a half a length. Party now is getting closer, and so too are Coffee Click and Sandiva. These 4 together after a 47 1/2 mile. And Kitty Wine is just in behind them, saving all the ground in 5th. And Marlboro's, Lady Lara, Baffle Me, and Lori Store. Stanford has been taken over at the top of the stretch by Sandiva. Sandiva turns for home in front. And as Stanford is back running in 2nd, Party now is 3rd. Lady Lara weaving through traffic. Coffee Click on the outside is next. Then Kitty Wine, Baffle Me, followed by Marlboro's on the outside. Here's Lady Lara. Lady Lara takes over late from Sandiva. Lady Lara has won. Sandiva was 2nd, and then Coffee Click and Baffle Me.
Lady Laura runs down Sandiva to take the Honey Fox. Junior Alvarado is in the irons for trainer Bill Mott and owners Swettenham Stud. And after the race, winning jockey Junior Alvarado, who flew in specifically for this race, said he thought this filly had talent from the start.
Well, you know, like the first time that I rode it in Belmont, you know, she definitely showed she have, you know, a lot of class, that she can compete with the good fillies here in the United States. And I mean, today she was like the main reason for me to come here. I mean, we got a good trip, you know, I was saving all ground I could. And I mean, as soon as in the 5:16, when I was ready to make the move, you know, I asked her and she was there for me.
11th race is the $150,000 Grade 3 Orchid Stakes. Fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upward, will be going 1.5 miles on the turf course. We'll pick this race up on the far turn.
Prado getting her closer now, but she's under a ride. Riposte is down toward the rail, 2.5 lengths off the lead. Tabreed is progressing. White Rose is under a drive. So too Note Doro, and they're coming to the top of the stretch. And Photo Call turns for home in front. Beauty Parlor comes up after her now. Then comes Tabreed. She's closing on the far outside. Riposte is in behind horses. Kitten's Point is there too, and White Rose on the far outside. Beauty Parlor is taking the lead. Tabreed is closing in. Beauty Parlor, Tabreed. Beauty Parlor in her U.S. debut takes the Orchid over Tabreed. Kitten's Point was third, and White Rose was fourth.
It's a Christophe Clement exacta in the Orchid as Beauty Parlor holds off Tabreed. John Velasquez gets his third win of the day. Christophe Clement, that winning trainer for owner Joseph Allen, LLC. On to the 12th race now. This is the $250,000 Grade 2 Gulfstream Park Oaks. 3-year-old fillies will be going 1.16 miles on the main track.
They're off in the Gulfstream Park Oaks. And Akati's Phaeton flies out of the gate to take the early lead, and Christina's Journey's going to go with her. These two will make the pace. Sweet Swingin' is down on the inside. Askin' for Money is 3 wide, and Divine Aida between those two. Then Danessa Deluxe, followed by Bird at the Wire and Longshot Holywell. At the back of the field as they round that first turn, it's Akati's Phaeton in front. Pushed along by Christina's Journey in second, while Eskin for Money lays just off of them and has Divine Aida to her inside running in fourth. They went 23 and 4 for the opening quarter mile. And after that comes Danessa Deluxe on the inside. Sweet Swingin'. Bird at the Wire just steadied sharply onto the backstretch. Rider just stood right up in the saddle, and Bird at the Wire is now going up in between horses. And Holywell's at the back of the field as they continue their journey up the backstretch. Akati's Phaeton in front, 3/4 of a length. On the outside comes Christina's Journey running in second. Divine Aida's third. Askin' for Money is fourth. And then it's Bird at the Wire, followed by Sweet Swingin' to the inside. And on the far outside, Danessa Deluxe. Around the far turn, Askin' for Money on the outside of Akati's Phaeton. And these two are stride for stride as they round the turn. And now Danessa Deluxe comes up after them 3 wide. Divine Aida's down on the inside. Bird at the Wire's got 3 lengths to make up. She's in with a chance after trouble on the backstretch. She's circling up on the far outside. In the meanwhile, Askin' for Money is the leader. Danessa Deluxe alongside of her. Bird at the Wire's on the far outside, and Divine Aida's fourth are into the stretch. Askin' for Money, Danessa Deluxe, Bird at the Wire on the outside. These three come into the final 16th together. Askin' for Money on the outside is Bird at the Wire. These two, Bird at the Wire, Askin' for Money. Bird at the Wire has won the Gulfstream Park Oaks over Askin' for Money, Danessa Deluxe, and Divine Aida.
Bird at the Wire is much the best in the Gulfstream Park Oaks, overcoming a rough trip to get the win. Arad Ortiz Jr. was in the irons for trainer Dale Romans and owners Forum Racing. Bird at the Wire paid $5.40 to win. And after the race, winning trainer Dale Romans had high praise for his stretch-running filly.
I mean, I was worried down the backside. It looked like he had lost his irons. He was standing up trying to pull her up, and he said she was just getting so rank with him and wanted to go. But I was really impressed with her. This is a special filly, and she's just gotten better and better as she's been in training, and I couldn't ask any more of her.
They're off in the Breeders' Cup Classic.
Welcome back. Here's the 13th race. This is the Grade 3 $150,000 Pan American Stakes. 4-year-olds and upward will be going 1.5 miles on the turf course.
They're racing in the Pan American. Change of Command is going to the front. Pyrite Mountain and Twilight Eclipse are right there in contention. And Imagining came out running in fourth. Street Chief and Glenard are next on the outside. Then a length farther back, and they're followed by Arctic North. Money Talker sits at the back of the field along with Days Velo as they make their way toward the first turn. Change of Command and Gabriel Saez out there on the lead. They're in front by 1.5 lengths over the favorite Twilight Eclipse. In between horses Pyrite Mountain. Imagining is down on the inside, and they went an easy quarter of 25 flat. Then Glenard, Street Chief, mid-pack, outside of horses, 5 lengths off the lead. And then tucked in at the rail is Arctic North. Money Talker second last. Days Velo trails as they come into the stretch for the first time, led by Change of Command. Change of Command out there by 1 length. Twilight Eclipse kept close by Javier Castellano, second on the outside, while John Velasquez rides the rail with Pyrite Mountain. And then comes Glenard in fourth. 1 lap to go. The half 49 3. Imagining fifth on the inside, 5 lengths off the lead. Then Street Chief and Arctic North. Money Talker and Days Velo is last. Into the turn they go. And it's been Change of Command all the way so far, with Twilight Eclipse the closest pursuer, 1.5 lengths behind. Pyrite Mountain down at the rail in third as they head on to the back stretch. Glenard fourth on the outside. Imagining going well enough in fifth. And Imagining looks to get to the outside now, guided out by Arad Ortiz Jr. Then comes Street Chief. Down toward the inside comes Arctic North. Money Talker is next, and Days Velo. So they make their way up the backstretch. Change of Command and Twilight Eclipse just a little closer after 3/4 in 1, 14-1. Now they're a neck apart. And Imagining is coming up after them now. Imagining is 3 wide, and he's just outside the leaders. And now they move into the far turn, and Twilight Eclipse and Imagining kick on, and Change of Command gives way. Pyrite Mountain has taken up the chase and is now third. And then comes Arctic North in fourth. Around the far turn, Twilight Eclipse put to a drive. Imagining confronts him on the outside, and they come to the top of the stretch together. Twilight Eclipse and Imagining, and nothing separates them. They come into the final furlong side by side. Imagining on the outside, Twilight Eclipse along the rail. Imagining's in front. Twilight Eclipse can't go with him. Late move on the outside from Pyrite Mountain, who's trying to get into the mix, but Imagining has won it. And then it was Pyrite Mountain, followed by Twilight Eclipse and Arctic North.
Imagining tops Twilight Eclipse in the Pan American. Arad Ortiz Jr. gets yet another win on the card. This one is for trainer Shug McGahee and owners Phipps Stable. Imagining paid $7.40 to win. The Saturday finale, the 14th race, is the Grade 1 $1 million Bessalou Stables Florida Derby. 3-year-olds will be going 1.1 miles on the main track. There are no changes to report in this race.
They're off in the Florida Derby. And it's Jack Tripp who goes out to the front. Materiality's got speed too, and it's a knockout. And Upstart are close up to the pace as well. Upstart is a little bit wide, 3 deep into that first turn. It's a knockout, comes to the outside, and going out farther into the track, or My Point Exactly, along with Quemet. Down toward the inside, it's Amy's Flatter. Indian Audie's off the pace, and Decabrist is last of them all. So Jack Tripp will lead the field to the backstretch, with Materiality second through an opening 1/4 mile in 23 4/5 seconds. Upstart is third to the outside of the top 2, just a length off the lead. Then My Point Exactly, Quemet, It's a Knockout is in behind them, and a bit of traffic there, and just to the inside of Amy's Flatter. Indian Audie is next, and Decabrist trails the field. Materiality sticks his neck in front of Jack Tripp with 5 furlongs to go. Now Jack Tripp counters, and they're basically on even terms after a 48 1/2 mile. And Upstart has been sitting just to the outside of the top 2 throughout here. He's had a perfect stalking trip, and they've got a 1/2 mile to go. And now Materiality and Upstart take over, and Jack Tripp gives way. Quemet is next. It's a Knockout is under a ride. He's beginning to move in company with Amy's Flatter, but they're 7 lengths behind. behind Materiality and Upstart. And they've gone 3/4 in 1:12 and 2. Materiality and Upstart will come to the top of the stretch, 7 lengths in front of Amy's Flatter. It's a knockout, not going with them. Then Jack Tripp on the inside. It is a match race at the top of the stretch in the Florida Derby. And as they turn for home, it's Materiality on the inside, grimly holding off Upstart. Materiality and Upstart, and they're 7 lengths ahead of Amy's Flatter down to the 16th pole. Materiality's got the lead. Materiality is putting away Upstart, and Materiality is undefeated. He has won the Florida Derby. Upstart was second, then it was Amy's Flatter, followed by It's a Knockout in fourth, and Decabrist was fifth.
It's a 2-horse race to the wire in the Florida Derby, and Materiality shines brightest today. He wins by 1.5 lengths. John Velasquez was the winning jockey for trainer Todd Pletcher and owners Alto Racing LLC. Materiality paid $5.60 to win. There was plenty of racing today. That means there were plenty of options in our exotic wagers, and here are the payoffs. The pick 4 of 4, $179.30. There will be a $100,000 guaranteed jackpot pool in the late pick 4 on Sunday. The pick 5 of 5, $729.50. There will be a $50,000 guaranteed jackpot pool in the pick 5 tomorrow. And the Rainbow 6 of 6, $1,596.42. There will be a $500,000 guaranteed jackpot pool in Sunday's Rainbow 6. Wow, what a day, what a card, and what incredible horses we saw shine today here at Gulfstream. I hope you enjoyed all of the action, and don't forget, racing is year-round here at Gulfstream, and we will be right back at it tomorrow with a 12-race card that is highlighted by the Sanibel Island Handicap for 3-year-old fillies. The 7-horse field includes All in Fun, as well as the Grade 2 Stakes place, Isabella Sings, both impressive local allowance winners in their most recent starts. The great racing only continues. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. I'm Katie Stazak.